I'm makeup free today because I'm doing a lot of stuff at home. I hope you guys don't mind. But anyways, I wanted to go over teacup beads today. So I've featured them a few times in my last few lives. And I just think they're so fun. So I have a large assortment of different colors today. Here's a purple one. Because I just thought we could experiment with teacups. Hello, Michelle. And just kind of see, what can you do with teacups? I don't know, bead caps. You know, it's multi-strand bracelet with some sterling silver charms. So I have a couple different charms I've selected. So kind of what I was thinking was doing like a multi-strand bracelet with some different check glass and then also some sterling silver beads mixed in with it. So, you know, I have a couple colors. Not all of the colors go together per se, but I thought I wanted to at least bring them out to demonstrate to you different colors that I have that are available. So if you prefer a color, it's an option for you, or if you want a different color. So hi Linda, how are you? So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of throw some teacup beads out there with some ideas and some charms, and we'll just have a design on the fly day. I feel like those are a lot of fun. Hi, Terry. And then like you can chip in what you think. If you're like, oh, I like this color, I like this color better. You know, everyone has their own favorite shade. So I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to get going. And just real quick reminder, I can read comments at the bottom on artbeads.com. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, I have to catch you separately to respond. If you have any questions about your order, feel free to reach out to the Art Beads team. If you have any questions for me, I'm available on Instagram and Facebook. And before the end of the show, you want to close out your cart. So if you put anything in your cart, which hopefully you have, you want to check out before we close out today. Hi, Hazel. So I'm going to flip my camera around. We're going to have fun creating some jewelry. All right. Gotta like kind of maneuver things here. And my desk, we're going to ignore how messy it is. Okay, we look good here. All right, here we go. So what is a teacup bead? I'm going to give you an up close here on what a teacup bead is. So they are these cute little half dome, like half circle bead, and they curve up like so. So hello, hello, Kathleen. So for me, thank you. I really appreciate that, Michelle. Thank you. The inspiration is great. So these are fun. Like you can lay them on their side as like a bead cap. See how it's kind of curved at like a half dome there, or they sit into each other and like stack on top of each other. So like here's a really pretty color. This one is called, let's flip it around. Where is it? Oh, Luster Iris Cobalt. I really like this one. It's kind of a purple blue color and it's shiny, has a really pretty luster on the top. So I really like that one. I'm gonna leave this one out. And you get a large assortment of beads in this tube. They are 4 by 2 millimeter, but you get a lot of quantity. So you can make multiple projects just out of one tube. You definitely get your money's worth. So I have 3 purples, and these are each different ones. This one is, where is it at? I'm looking. Sometimes the color trends. Okay, color trends. And this one, never mind, that's not there. Where is the name? Sometimes they're hiding. But I have a couple different purple ones here. And here's another dark purple one. And sometimes they're matte as well. So you have a difference between matte or shiny. Hello, Mary Jane. How are you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and kind words. Thank you. And I have a couple copper variations. One's metallic bronze and this one's copper. So it's great if you're looking for like a metal spacer bead color. You could totally use these in the place of a spacer bead or a bead cap. I also have a clear one. So this would be great if you're like doing a winter theme, or if you just kind of want to add a little bit of clear and with a gray or something. And turquoise, because we all got to have turquoise, right? Can't live without turquoise. And I've used the off-white in previous beads before. These are great as well as a spacer bead. I've used this in a couple other bracelets, which I don't have any on me, but let me check. I'm sorry I don't, but I've used these as bead cups before and they're a lot of fun. Okay, so let's get started. So I have a variety of sterling silver spacer beads here, and I thought what I would do is I want to do a multi-strand bracelet or you could do a necklace, totally up to you. Hello, Kat. How are you? Hello, Pauline. I'm so glad to see you guys today. Hello. And I was thinking, like, you could do a strand of teacups around it. And, like, this could be, like, a braid. So, like, a necklace where you could have these here with different colors teacups. Or you could do a bracelet. Because some people don't like to wear bracelets. Totally up to you. But I also have these other sterling silver beads. Let me get these out, too. So if you're looking for larger ones, these are also fun. These are great too in bracelets as well as like anchor beads. So I'm not sure I'm going to use these today, but if you're looking for round sterling silver beads, they have these as well. Okay, so I'm using Beadalon 49 or 7 strand wire. They both work great. And I'm just going to do a little something different. I want these in the center. And what I'm thinking, actually, no, I'm going to do a necklace. And I want to do different color teacups. Yes. Okay, so I think I'm going to do purple because I have more purple than I do the other colors. Oh, you know what? Is this clear or is this a pink? Oh, this is called Rosaline. So this isn't clear. It has a subtle pink tint. Oh my gosh, this would be fun to mix in there with as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this light pink and these purples together. And what I want to do is like, hello, Cindy, how are you? They don't come in different sizes. These ones are all 4 by 2 millimeter. They're designed to be like a smaller bead. What I'm thinking I want to do is I want to have these come out in like a mixture here. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. And we have these trays in artbeads.com as well. If you're looking for a sorting tray, they do have a sorting trays available. Looks like I only have one, so I'm just gonna use my table. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I want to blend these ones different colors together and do an ombre. So I'm kind of missing some colors you might put in the middle, so I'm just gonna use what I have because it'll still be fun. And then I'm gonna mix in some of these lighter ones in there too. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the center of my beading wire first. And I'm going to use one of the sterling silver pendants. It's kind of like a main pendant. Like so. Like this. Okay. And then, so I think this would be also a lot of fun to mix in fire polished glass if you had any. I'm going to see if I have any. Because I have a fun bag here of artbeads.com beads that we can mix and match with. So since we're kind of doing flowers, you can also mix like real flowers with it, like bellflowers. Ooh, that would be fun. And these are purple. All right, you know what? I'm gonna throw some bellflowers in. And what else do we have? I guess I'm doing a purple theme. Ooh, look at this. I have one more color I didn't know. It's another purple one. I guess I like the color purple more than I thought I did. This is called Milky Amethyst. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, this is so funny. It's like coming together by accident. Isn't that awesome when that happens when you're beading? You stumble on something and it's something else and you're like, oh my gosh, I have the most insane and awesome craft project that just fell into my lap by accident. And you can just build from there. Like, that's fun. Okay, I'm looking for fire polish. Let me see. I have gold. No, we're doing silver. Okay. So if you had like a silver fire polish bead, like a 3 millimeter, I'm thinking that would work, but alas, I do not have any. So we will be moving on. Okay. I think we've got something to work with here. Okay, so I'm going to cut these two. And what's fun with flower beads is this one's actually a flower. And this one's a flower, and dragonflies like flowers. So right off the bat, we have kind of like a fun nature inspired necklace by accident. Like, how fun is that? Okay, so I want to do a lot of these bead caps for the teacups as a bead cap or like a spacer bead for starters. And because I'm like closer to the neckline, I'm going to use a darker color to get started. And I actually want these to go backwards and have the base of the teacup, the curved portion, sit inside of our ring here. So it looks like this when it's sitting next to the pendant. So it will hold the pendant in place. I kind of like how that looks a little bit better too. Just kind of like sits in there a little bit. And this one, oh, let's go this way. Okay. And this way. Awesome. Here we go. So here's a good start to a necklace. So we have a couple of the teacups sitting around the pendant here. And again, if you had some cute fire polish glass, you can mix it in there. But I kind of want to just stack teacups and do like a color change here if I can. Thank you, sweetie. My son, Evan, is helping me in the background do stuff. Thank you, Evan. Okay. So I'm going to do 3. I don't know. I like the number 3. I feel like it's a good number. So feel free to add how many you want, but I'm doing 3. So I'm going to keep building like this. See how we kind of have a color change. However, they're also blends really well, I think. So we do this. And I'm going to add some of these. I hope you guys are all having a good Tuesday so far today. I know there's mixed weather reports all over the US, so everyone's kind of getting a little bit of a different weather pattern right now. And this one. All right, so here we go. This is kind of what I had thinking. See how we have the different colors of teacups sitting each other, so we have kind of a ombre look. Terry, my friend Terry on here told me to tell you thank you, Evan. That's so sweet. So like I kind of have an ombre look here. So I just thought that would be fun. I don't know, you can keep going and then mix up different colors. So if you had rainbow colors, I thought it'd be fun to do like a rainbow all the way around. I don't have those, but I thought that would be a fun idea to do if you were able to do a rainbow. So we'll do like light pink here. I think it'd be pretty if you had a darker pink. I don't have a darker pink. I thought I got one, but it's the wrong shape. But you know, when you put this on there, it actually matches really, really well, so it's okay. I think this would be fun for like a minimalist idea too for a necklace. Kind of like if you have a teenager or somebody that likes light jewelry, or if you want something specific for a certain holiday. Oh, this is super cute. Okay, check this out. See how fun that is? The colors almost literally blend together really well, and that's totally an accident. Oh, I love it. That's so great. Okay, so I'm going to put on the next charm here, and I want to do, stop it, a different bead to separate them out. So I have a small, it's the wrong color, but I have like a tiny fire polish glass, but it's not going to work. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing at myself. I just found another teacup bead in my bag. That is another purple. This one is translucent. I'm laughing at myself. This one's called Tanzanite. Seriously, I didn't know it was in there. Would have thrown it in the middle. Look at that one. I cracked myself up. I'm like, oh, there's another purple one. That's okay. We can throw that in somewhere else in the necklace. We got this. So there's another pretty purple one. That is hilarious. I am funny. Okay, so let me see. What do we have over here? Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just going to pull out a seed bead. We will do that. Okay. Do I have silver seed beads? Do I have the silver seed beads? Well, sort of. Okay, so I'm going to pull out some silver spacer beads. Oh, that's cool. You sold all the milky amethyst. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to use some silver bead here. spacer bead, love no bead, whatever you got. If I can find the, there we go. So I'm gonna use a little silver bead to have it sit in here to kind of add a little bit of a breakup. And then we're going to put in our next sterling silver charm, just like that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I'm actually going to back this up because it actually looks a lot better with the spacer beads. I'm going to add it on this side. Okay, so I'm going to take this off and add one of these here because I like the idea of having silver spacer beads in between the bead charms here. It's kind of like a little breakup. There we go. Little spacer breakup. Cool. And then we're going to add these back. All right. One. Thanks for hanging out with me today, by the way. Hello, Lori. While we have fun making jewelry. Okay, I'm going to do 3 of these guys. I don't know. I just feel like 3 works really well together. It's kind of like not only a fun number, but when they sit into each other, I just feel like the 3 seems to balance out. But you can add how many ever you want. You could do 7, 5. Okay, here we go with those. Okay, I'm going to do the 3 clear, and then we're going to add our next sterling silver charm. Sorry if that's loud on the background. Like this, and then we're going to do another spacer bead like so. All right, cool. And we're going to add the flower. Uh-oh, the flower ring is going the wrong way. That's okay. I'm going to add a little jump ring to it. We can get around that. We got this. Okay. I have not tried to make it look like a teacup, but that is a cute idea. I bet you could get teacup charms too if you wanted. And really dive in with the name teacup. Okay, I'm just adding a little 3mm jump ring to this one to get it to lay flats. Here we go. And another one of these. All right, cool. So we have this starting part of our necklace here, kind of like this. All right, neato. So now I'm going to add some more teacup beads. And I have this, so I think I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna go back this way. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start out clear, with the rose color, and bounce back up the other direction, like so. And I'm kind of thinking like every 3, like every color switch, you just add a silver spacer bead and then rotate the teacups around to restart the color pattern. So I will give you an example of what I'm talking about that I see in my head. Okay, so I need these. I'm telling you, this is going to be so fun. Okay. Do this. And this, and they're kind of tiny, just so you know too. Okay, so we got those. I really like how this is coming together, and I literally just pulled this out of my head. All right, this is gonna be fun. Okay, there are those. Okay, and I need the darker ones. Thank you. Okay. All right, so here we go. So I have this. So we kind of have this pattern going with colors. And then what I'm going to do is take a silver spacer bead. Now, if you have a larger silver bead you want to toss in there, you can. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to double back with the pattern the opposite way, like this. So way that the teacups go one direction, and then you can reverse them and they'll go back the other direction, like so. That way it's, or you can keep yours going the same one, whatever you want to do. But I'm thinking I want to bounce them to go back the opposite direction. Okay, like this. And then we have these ones. And I'll take a picture of this later today and post this in the Art Beads, the Serious Art Beaters group on Facebook, so you can copy the pattern if you want. So I want to, and then 3. Okay, this one. And, you know, they're kind of small, so it might take you a little bit to get them on your wire. That one. Oh, see, a teapot charm would be so cute. I love that idea, especially if you like tea. And, okay, that one just does not want to cooperate. That's fine. We'll move on to the next. And whatever. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we'll do this spacer bead. Okay, so this is kind of where, oh, that's cool. I don't know who that is. That's neat. Thanks, Katie. So this is kind of where we're going. So I have the 3 charms at the base. So this is kind of like your necklace pendant area. And then this is kind of like the side. So we have the colors and we just have like the teacups going like this way, basically, with the spacer bead in the middle. So that way you can have them, look, this is kind of hard. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it. Here we go. So you have your base of your necklace here, and it goes up and around this way. So you're going to have the different colors sitting into each other. And then I'm thinking as you go up the neckline, you reverse the patterns of teacups so they can go left and then facing right. That way it kind of mixes up the idea of the necklace too. So you kind of have like a different texture as you're going around. I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back on this side. Like so. And teacups, they're not expensive at all, by the way. They're just a few dollars. So you could grab multiple colors and then have fun doing different kinds of art projects. If you wanted to switch colors around. And I'm going to actually just leave the bellflowers out because I really like this. Okay, so I need to do this one. Then it's the lighter one, this one. Okay. This one. I'm telling myself out loud. This one. This one. So that way I don't lose track and I don't lose count of what I'm doing here. Okay. Got this one. This one. This one. Okay, great. All right, so now we have our pendants beaded in. And now I'm going to do this side the opposite direction. Yeah, they do really well together too. Like you could go up this side of the necklace with these. I also like this and using these as a bead cap on the other side of the flower like this. They fit perfectly. So if you wanted to incorporate bellflowers, they would work really, really good. Okay, so, and you want the color. So you want to go dark to dark, light to light. That way you have that, monochromatic look as you're going around. And then as you're working with the beads, they'll kind of flip back and forth and it will look like it's blended that way on purpose. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. Okay. So this and this and these. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Lori. That's wonderful. I love these colors together. These are really pretty. And you could use different kind of terms too if you wanted to use, because the glass, you can use copper, you can use bronze, like you don't have to use silver charms. But I think the silver kind of matches a little bit better, a little bit more flexible. Okay, here we go. Lipton, my brain is not working. Do you mean you need Lipton tea? You're funny, Lori. That's cute. Okay, so I have this one. I'm going to add another spacer bead. Okay, I'm going to hold this up here in just a minute so you guys can get a close-up again. Here we go. Okay, pinch this down. Okay, so here's kind of where I'm going. No, please don't rain. Okay. So we have the 3 pendants, you know, on the starting part of your necklace, the 3 charms to form a pendant. And then I have the beadwork going like this around the neckline. So when they lay next to each other, the beads also color coordinate and go the same direction with the same pattern. But you also have fun here because they're flipped around to go out like this. So I think it also gives a little bit of texture, but here we go so far. So I'd say you just keep going until you get to the desired necklace length that you want. Yeah, I like that they have, yeah, exactly. Yeah, these beads are, Starman beads work great. Like he does a lot of check glass beads. Yeah, they work really well. But I just love these colors. Look at how they blend so well together. So I will keep going. And so again, since I ended on clear, I'm going to start on clear for my next pass here. So that way I have clear on clear and then the dark purple on the dark purple. Like so. Some of these, okay, there we go. Oops, wrong way, wrong way. No. Oops. Yeah, I need to flip around. There we go. Okay, and then I have the light purple. Thank you. Like this. This. Okay, so I'll do another close up here. So I'm going back up the neckline with my cups going the same direction as the other one, so they don't sit. Okay, that's fine. All right, never mind. On this one, I'm going the same direction so that way I don't cover up the spacer bead. All right, that's all right. We're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I love the idea of summery. Oh, it's okay if you're late. We're just glad to see you. Hello. How are you? Glad you can make it. This way, and this way. All right. Fantastic. Look at that. Fantastic. All right. So I'm just going to keep going until we finish. Does anybody have any stories about what's going on in their lives right now they want to share? Okay. Go back. Yeah, it doesn't work when you go back down the opposite way unless you had more space for beads. I'm going to have to flip these around and go back up this way. Okay. All right, so I'll definitely post a picture of this. The Facebook Art Beads team so you guys can see the pattern I'm doing with the glass. Like this. There we go. Okay. Some of these, I love baby goats. That's so cute. Aww. Baby goats are cute. I've seen goat yoga. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but I love baby goats. They're cute. Okay. Oh, I love that idea. Puka shells. Yes. That is a great idea. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up again. This is kind of where we're going. This is how it looks so far. See, I love these teacups because they sit into each other so well. And so you can make, you can make like a multicolored thing with the different teacups. I love them. That sounds like fun, Katie. A 3-day weekend. That'll be fun. So here's a close-up of that. So there's an idea. I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute. I'm going to switch over to earrings really quick and see what works for earrings. So if you have some silver ball head pins, I'm just going to go with the theme of silver here. Or if you have a charm, you want to do a charm at the base of your earring. I'm out of charms, but you could do a charm at the base of your earring and use like an eye pin. These work too. I just want to show this really quick on earrings as well. So they do fit on earring stacks. Okay, let me do this. So if you kind of wanted to stack them together and then have a charm at the bottom, or if you want to have bigger beads, like there's a lot of stuff that you can do with these teacup beads. Are a lot of fun. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do this, like this, like this, and this. Okay, here's kind of an idea. So like you could stack, oh, they have a pattern for earrings. Oh, that's great. Byzantine. That is really cool. Someday, if you guys ever want to have like a historical education system, sit down with me. I can tell you all about the Byzantine Empire. That is awesome. So yeah, these are great for earrings as well. And thank you, Michelle, for putting up ideas for inspiration with these. So I'm going to do a close-up again of how fun this is. You can mix and match different charms and then stack your teacups together to do a really fun necklace or a bracelet or some earrings. Like you could do whatever you wanted. The other thing I was thinking is, I'm just going to fold this over really quick, is do this as a multi-strand bracelet. So like pretend I don't have charms on here. Is you could lay this side by side here. Just work with me here a little bit. And you could have this be like a here. Pretend this is a bracelet like this. Lay it like this. You could have like a multi-strand bracelet with teacups going like this, like 2 or 3 strands. I wanted to try that too as a bracelet, and then get the different colors to like lay over like this. So you could have a fun bracelet as well where you have the different colors stacked on top of each other. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with these teacup beads. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Also, if you had some like smaller fire polished glass, or like I'm going to pull out this one really quick. Some of the rounded glass. This is round bead 6mm turquoise from artbeads.com as well. You could use these and also mix these in with the teacups. So, you know, if you use a smaller fire polish, if you use a round bead in different sizes, you could use the teacup beads as a bead cap to go around them too. So there's a lot of flexibility with the teacup beads. And I found them the other day and I loved them. I thought they were so much fun. And to me, it just opens up like a new world of designs that you can make with these. So I'm going to hold this up again. There you go. And I will probably finish this off camera just so we don't have to spend, 45 minutes. So I put all these teacups on there. But like, here's the general idea of stacking the teacups and green and purple look really good together too, Katie. So stacking the teacups together to form like some kind of a neat color pattern. And then you can add charms and make a necklace or like a bracelet. Yeah, I think that's really fun. I do have a turquoise color. It's not green, but they do have a really fun turquoise color. The other thing you do is you can mix turquoise and copper together, and then you could bring in some other glass. Here we go. So this is green glass from artbeads.com too. If you wanted to do like a boho look, these work really well together. So you can mix and match. Oh, I just came up with something. All right, hold on tight, guys. Hold on. Here we go. I just found this charm that I have. I forgot. So I think there's a few left on artbeads.com. It is a brass aspen leaf pendant with patina finish. It looks like this. You could get this, mix it with some teacup beads, and have this as a pendant on your necklace too. And then mix in some like gold seed beads to break them up, and put in some like gold fire polish glass. I have some fire polish right here. So like you can mix and match different colors. Thank you for the idea, Katie, purple and green. Like you can mix and match different pendants and stuff. You have 4 left. These are really pretty. I actually wanted to get one more to turn them into a pair of earrings, but it's really nice size too. And it's lightweight for a pendant for a necklace. So it has a lot of versatility. And here's the back too. And the patina doesn't come off. It's been coated. So you could do this as a combination, like as a pendant for necklace. I mean, that would be cute. Pretending you're doing something, you could drop it right there and add teacups with it. So this guy is the brass aspen leaf pendant patina. Oh, you got it up. Michelle, you are so fast, girl. I love it. Yeah, I would like find a different color teacup you could put in here too if you wanted a metal. Find a brass one. What else we got in here? What else do we have in here? Okay, so I'm not sure if we have any more of these pendants. This was an idea I had. Yeah, Pat. The teacups take a little bit. So I have this pendant too, and this is a Grace Lampwork Cherry Blossom Trifocal. So I thought this would be fun too to mix with teacups and some fire polished glass. So like pretend you don't have the silver charms here. That would also color coordinate with these if you wanted to add pink. So, yeah, I have a lot of beads on my join. I think there's a couple of these left on artbeads.com too. It's a lampwork glass bead, but I thought that these would also match the different color of teacups I pulled out at home. So if you wanted to do a single pendant with a different metal color. Hello, Tina. So, I know it's a cherry blossom pendant with the tree, and then you have the grass and the blue. It's a flat back too, so it can lay on your chest and be comfortable. And I thought this was really pretty to mix with teacups. I got a lot of color inspiration off that one. So, thank you. You can take a break if you want. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to go back and finish this side a little bit. So I finished on the clear. So I'm going to start back on the clear on both sides. I'm going to flip this around a little bit here. And here we go. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to start back with clear. And I'll do a few more on this side so you can kind of get more of an idea of how it will look up the neckline. And I love these. The luster ones are really pretty. They have a really nice shimmer to them without being too dark. Okay, and then these ones. This one. And this one. And this one. All right, cool. So we got another one. Again, I'm going to do a spacer bead. There's 3 left. Oh, that's good. There's 3 left. I mean, oh, you're thanks, Linda. I really appreciate it. I'm telling you, when I get going, like my brain's like, oh, you can do this. And then you can do this. And then you can do this. And I'm like, it's a lot of fun. So again, since I'm finishing with the dark purple on the last strand, I'm going to start with the dark purple. So you bounce back and forth between the clear and the dark, and then they stack on top of each other. So I'll do this, this, and this. I hope you guys too are having a great Tuesday today. And the light pink. Okay, and this one. And then the little silver spacer bead. Okay. All right. That's a good point right there. Okay. Do not drop your wire because we do not want your beads to fly off. Oh, before I forget, we just started our up to 30% off wire and stringing material. Oh, that's good to know. I only wish it was Friday. I wish it was Friday for you too, Tori. All right, so here's a close-up of it again. I just think it's a really fun project. The more beads you add, the more it will lay flat, and you can kind of see the design come out with the different colors of beads. And again, I'm like doing the dark to dark, the light to light, and then the dark to dark again. So it's kind of like the pattern going around. And then at the the pendant portion, I'll have the cups going from left to right. It's okay, Nancy. We're glad you're here. Hello. So to catch Nancy up, we're using teacup beads, Nancy, with some charms. And teacup beads are these fun, half-curved, dome-shaped glass beads that have a center drill in it that you can use to stack on top of each other as like a flower or as a bead cap around larger beads. For this case, I'm just stacking them on top of each other and like a ombre look with different colors of purple. There you go. I hope you guys like today's project. Again, if you don't like to wear necklaces, you can turn this into like a double strand bracelet. So that way, pretending this is a double strand bracelet, you can just have it go like this. And mushroom caps. There you go. About like mushroom caps, yes. How many teacups do you need? Okay, you just need like one of these. One of these alone is enough for a bracelet and a necklace. You get a lot of teacups in each tube. So if you just wanted to try one of each color, you just need one tube, or I would get 2 of them just in case you want to double up on the project. But ideally you just need 1 tube of each color. So, and then you'll have colors left over. I have barely made a dent in this tube. I like have half a tube left. So again, here's a close-up of this. And flip the charms around. And you just use whatever charm you want in the bottom. And mix in little tiny silver spacer beads. Yay, I think it's really pretty. I like it. I'm using the clear kind. This is a rose one. It's called Rosaline. Rosaline? Are these out? Okay. You could make an elastic bracelet, but you would want to have a skinnier elastic. So I would go with 0.5 maybe or less. Of course, then you'd want to make sure it didn't like pull too much. But yeah, you could definitely do elastic. You would just want a thinner elastic with it. So I think these teacups are so sweet how they sit into each other like that. All right, I'm going to flip my camera around real quick. Here we go. Hello. But here, let me like kind of hold up so you can get an idea what it looks like as a necklace. Here you go. So once you flip around this way. All right, here you go. So you finished it all the way. It'll look like a fun little charm necklace. You got your teacups going all the way around. Yay. Oh, the rose line's available. Yeah, grab the rose line. That's what I'm using on this one. And it has like a really, 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 really light pink. It's almost clear. But yeah, I'm using rose line if you want to grab that one. And then here you go. Today's necklace. Yay, I think it's pretty. I'm going to show that here. Here you go. Here's a close-up without me being in it. Like so. So I hope you guys had fun with today's project. It's a lightweight. I think it's really versatile. Again, you could switch it into a bracelet too if you want. Thanks, Katie. I really appreciate it. And here you go. I'm so glad you guys were here today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday and a great rest of your week. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to the Art Beads team on artbeads.com. And thank you, Linda. Thank you, Tori. And if you want to ask me any questions, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. And again, thank you so much for being here, and close out your shopping cart while we're hanging out here for a few minutes. Like, what are you doing? Checking out my stuff. So we have to close out our checking cart today before I cut off the video. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your week. Yes, please do not forget to complete your order before the show ends. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad you liked the project. All right, take care, everybody.